everyone, welcome back to Belinda's DIYs. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. For this first DIY, I picked up this stackable planters from Dollar Tree. Have y'all been to Dollar Tree lately? Have you seen these ceramic water cans? I think they're so adorable. I picked up one for this next project coming up. So in starting this project, the first thing that I did is start to paint my planters. I used some acrylic paint in the color Key West. And I painted all 3 planters the same color. And this is how they turned out once I painted them. So then I stacked them up and I added some of this green moss. And then once I added the moss, I added these carrots that Dollar Tree is selling right now in the Easter section. And remember the ceramic water can from Dollar Tree? I'm going to be using this as well. And this also comes with its own acrylic paint. So I thought it would be fun to use its own paint, and the only thing different is I used my own paintbrush because it also came with a little tiny brush, but it was too small. And this is how my water can turned out. Next, all I did was just place it on top of my planter. For this next DIY, I'm going to be using this willow wreath. And I'll also be using this Dollar Tree microfiber cloth, and what I'm going to do with this is cut it in strips. So what I'm going to do is fold it twice and then cut my strip. And the reason that I did it this way is I felt that I would get a straighter line for my strips. And so then I use this as a pattern to cut the rest of them. So I was able to cut 4 strips with this much left over. And so now what I'm going to do is wrap my wreath using those strips. And then once I was done wrapping all the cloth around my wreath, I added some hot glue where I needed. Now Dollar Tree has all these bunny ears and I think they're absolutely adorable, and this is where I got an idea to get one of these bunny ears to create a bunny wreath. So I took the bunny ear headband and I cut most of the band off and I just left the ears by themselves, and I did use a wire cutter because the plastic on the band was pretty hard to cut. And once I was able to do that, I went ahead and I hot glued my ears onto my wreath. Dollar Tree has these cute bunny paws and I'm going to be hot gluing them now onto my wreath. And lastly, I'm going to add this bow that I had made earlier. Now for this third DIY, I used this tin planter, and what I did is I gave it some coat of paints, and I started off with some chalk paint in the color white, and then I went in with this Waverly chalk paint in the color mineral. I didn't wait for the white paint to dry when I went in with the second color, and I'm going to be doing the same thing with the third color. And then I went in with this color called Chocolate Bar, and this is from Apple Barrel. And now to soften all the colors, I used this damp paper towel, and all I did was just blot it all around, and just to give the paints to kind of marry together and just give it a nice soft color. And once the paint's dry, this is how it turned out. And I'm going to be using this sticker that says carrots, and this is something that I created on my Cricut. So I'm going to be applying this onto my planter. And once again, I'm going to be using some more Dollar Tree items, and I'm going to be using these bunny wooden cutouts. And all I'm going to do is just hot glue them around the top of my planter. And then I filled in my planter with some green Excelsior. And then I added in these carrot picks. And then I took this packet of carrot seeds and I attached a piece of stick, and then I placed it inside my planter. For this fourth DIY, I'm going to be using this wooden bunny from Dollar Tree and also these napkins. I'm only going to be using the printed side of the napkin, so what I'm going to do is pull both papers apart as you see me do there. Next, I'm going to apply some Mod Podge over my entire bunny. And now I'm going to come in with my printed napkin and I'm going to place it over my bunny and just smooth it out with my hands. And then I'll come in with my Mod Podge one more time. So now once the Mod Podge has dried, it's time for me to cut the paper off the edges of my bunny. Now I'm going to be using this nail files because I don't have a sanding block, and what I'm going to do is just sand off the rest of the paper to get a nice smooth finish. And this is how it turned out. So I wanted to show you this. I tried to burn it off because I had seen that you could do that, but it didn't work out for me because it did burn my bunny, so don't try it. I'll also be using this other tin planter, and this is a Dollar Tree planter. I'm sure you've seen them. They are silver color, and I've painted it and I distressed it a little bit. This is from a previous project, so I'm going to be reusing this. So what I'm going to do is add the bunny to the planter, and then also add some green Excelsior. And also added some plastic speckled eggs and also some flowers. And I couldn't resist this Dollar Tree bunny bottoms, so I added one to my planter. How cute is that? Okay, so for my last DIY, I'm going to be using 2 of these wire candy canes and I'm going to turn it into a carrot. So as you see me turn them opposite sides, once I position them exactly where I want them, I'll go ahead and zip tie them together. And here I'm just showing you where I zip tied them together. And now I'm just going to take some orange mesh and I'm going to cover the whole entire carrot. This is how it looked with one roll of mesh, and now I'm going to go in with the second roll. And now I'm going to create some lines going across the carrot, and I'm going to be using some jute cord for that. gonna keep repeating the same steps till I get to the end of the carrot. And this is how it's looking so far. And I'm also gonna use some onion grass. And using a piece of jute cord, I'm gonna tie them together by adding some hot glue. And now I'm gonna cut an opening at the top of my carrot, and then I'm gonna slip my onion grass through there. And to hold it in place, I added a piece of jute cord to the back of it, and all I did is just add some hot glue and then place my jute cord over it. And then lastly, I added this bow that I had made earlier. Well, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. That really helps my channel. You have yourself a very blessed day, and please comment down below and let me know which was your favorite DIY. Until my next video, bye-bye and God bless.
All I